Genesis Harper. And when I go to Chicago, I watch my grandma Sharon on Taking It to the Street TV show.
Hi, I'm Genesis Harper. And when I go to Chicago, I like to watch my grandma Sharon on Taking It to the Streets TV show. And you should too.
We've seen nothing like this.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Taking It to the Streets TV show, and I'm Sharon Harper, your host. I want to share some stuff with you because it's very important, especially if someone in your family is a diabetic. Okay, we got to make sure we're taking care of ourselves or taking care of your loved one who may be a diabetic, because the disease is not playing around, okay? And I'm going to share with you some foot care, okay? So make sure you don't overdo it or underdo it. Now, wash your feet daily with lukewarm water and soap. Now, make sure it's lukewarm. Don't get in there with no hot water, real hot water, okay? Dry your feet well, especially between the toes. Keep that in mind, especially between the toes. Dry your toes real well. Also, keep the skin moisturized, okay? That's so important too. But do not apply it between the toes, okay? Do not apply it between the toes. Check your feet for blisters, cuts or sores, redness or swelling. Tell your doctor right away if you find something wrong with your feet, okay? Use emery boards gently, okay? Don't be, hard rubbing them real hard, okay? Scraping them, I call it, Don't do that. Use them gently to shape your toenails, even with ends of your toes. Do not use a pocket knife or a razor blade. Please don't do that. Okay, now also you're going to change daily into clean socks or stockings. And keep it in mind, it said change daily, okay? Because you know how some people will put on the same pair of socks that they had on yesterday. So change daily. Also, keep your feet warm and dry. Preferably wear special padded socks and always wear shoes that fit well, okay? Fit well. Don't try to squeeze that size 12 in a size 10, okay? Also, never walk barefoot, and that's inside or outdoors. Examine your shoes every day for cracks and petals, okay, and anything else that could hurt your feet. And that's so important because, sometimes you can have little rocks in your shoes and you're not even aware they're in there. So make sure you check it because you don't want nothing disrupting or hurting your feet. And it's very important that you do those things, especially when you are a diabetic, okay? Now, it's something I just want to share with you that I'm kind of upset over, and it has to do with customer service skills, okay? Customer service. Now, listen to what I'm going to say, especially if you are in the customer service business. And when I say customer service, I'm talking about helping people. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And the reason why I'm saying this because I have been having issues with my mail. And I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it because I'm a stickler when it comes to customer service. I have helped people that don't even know they've been helped. And because I'm a stickler with that, I always think about how my mother raised me, treat people the way you want to be treated, and not, so you could be, working cases. And I'm gonna just come on out and say this. Now, I put in some forwarding mail, forwarding card, I call it, for change of address, and we're going back to June. And I still haven't received my mail. Okay, so my mail is out there somewhere. I don't know where, because I haven't received it. And there was an issue with one of the ladies that worked at the post office where I put in my change of address. And I actually put in 3 different changes of address, 3 different times. And this was based on what the employee told me to do. And that's the reason why it took 3, and I still haven't gotten my mail. And it's almost like it's my fault that I put in the 3 change of addresses, because the lady said, well, when I say the lady worked at the post office. She said, well, did you ever receive an acknowledgement from the post office about your change of address? And I said, no. Okay, no, I haven't received it, I told her. So, well, you got to put in another change of address. And this happened 3 different times, So going back to June 7th is when I actually moved. And as today, I still haven't received my mail. And it's sad to me, because at the point I said, well, I need to get my mail. Why can't I get my mail? Because I did what I was told to do. I contacted a postal inspector, and a postal inspector did contact me. I gave him the information. I gave him information pertaining to what I did in terms of the 3 different times I put in change of address. So the postal inspector, I'm assuming, looked into it, got back with me. When I say got back with me, called me and said that between 2 to 3 weeks I should receive my mail. Well, I have yet to receive my mail, my forwarding mail. I have not received it. I even went online and wrote something to the AIG over the post office, and they responded telling me I need to go to the post office, the main post office. And I did. I went to the main post office and explained what I did, and I still haven't got my forwarded mail. And the lady looked at me real funny, and she handed me a slip of paper which had like 10 different phone numbers on it to call for customer service. I said, ain't this some stuff? So I don't know what is going on with issues with the post office, but it's sad because I still haven't received my forwarded mail going back to when I moved, which was June the 7th. And I'm frustrated because I was always taught to do the best that I could do to help people. And I've done that over the years. I have always done that. And I also, for you who may not be familiar with informed delivery shows you all your mail that's coming through. It shows you what to expect. I've even went online with that to, let them know I haven't received this mail, because you can go on and tell them, you haven't received the mail. I haven't heard anything about that. So I don't know. I know there's a lot of issues with the post office. I'm assuming it's still going on, but I can't understand at this point why I can't. Where's my mail? I can't get my mail, my forwarded mail. I have yet to receive it. I mean, it's almost like my mail is being held hostage. For what? Release my mail, And to me, it's poor customer service I have gone through because I have yet to receive my mail. And I am aware of the issues that the post office is having, okay? Because I had to go in to verify who I am. I had to show different identification, to prove who I am. And I have yet to receive my mail, because to my understanding, there's a lot of issues, scams and stuff going on. And they make you prove who you are, okay? And I don't have a problem with that, because I did that. And I still haven't gotten my mail. So once again, if you're in the customer service business, do the best that you can, okay? And that's just the issue that I have, because I've always helped people, and I always did the best that I could. I always instilled in my employees to do the best that they could to help someone. And if it was beyond their reach in terms of how far they needed to go, then come see me. And I always told them what to do at that point. But I just want my mail. That's all I want. I want my mail going back to June the 7th. Where is my mail? Now, this is my comment on that postal inspector that told me that I should be getting my mail in 2 to 3 weeks. Now, had I been that postal inspector and I told you, well, you should expect your mail within 2 to 3 weeks, that second week I would have called you and say, well, have you received any mail yet? But that's just me. Everybody's not like me. But even at the point, the third week, I probably would have called you, well, have you started receiving any mail? My forwarded mail with the little yellow stickers on it and stuff. But I didn't get that phone call, so everybody's not like me. That's so unfortunate. I don't want you to be like me, but just do the best that you can to assist people. Say what you mean and mean what you say, but also do a follow-up, because I know a lot of jobs and positions people have. It's all about working a case, closing that case out, get rid of it, So, but I've always helped people, did the best that I could do, and I would always follow up to make sure. If I told you something, I'm following up with you. Well, did you receive it? And if you haven't received it, then I would look back into as to the reason why you have not received it. So, if you're an individual who feels the same way that I do, about providing good customer service, then I have to applaud you if you're doing it, because all positions may not require good customer service skills. So, but I just wanted to share that with you, because it's so sad. It really is. It's so sad. And, I've never experienced stuff like that before. With my mail. I mean, where is my mail? Is it being held hostage? Because as far as I'm concerned, it is. Or have you shredded all my mail? Because I have yet to receive my mail, and that's not right. So, in the event, anybody listening to me, the congressional people, if you're thinking about maybe doing a reorganization of the postal system, I would love to volunteer to be on that committee, okay, to help out. I've been on different reorganizations committee. I received awards from former vice presidents for my participation on various committees. As a matter of fact, I may have something to offer. I used to work for the post office, but that was way back in the time. I mean, back in the 70s, which is a long time ago. But it appears in my mind that it's time for a reorganization with the post office here in Chicago. And regardless of what the issue may be, they may know what the problem is. I don't know, but I'm just saying, I just want my mail. June the 7th, I have not received any of my mail, so where is my mail? Because I know I have gotten some mail because of the informed delivery, like I said. Show you what mail is coming through. So I have yet to get it. So please, can I get my mail? Please give me my mail, okay? So regardless of what position you may hold out there, do the best you can to help people. Because you never know, you may be in need of something and someone will be able to help you or assist you out there, because I always took pride in the jobs that I did and helped a lot of people. Some people don't even know they've been helped. That's just my upbringing, the way I was brought up, to treat people the way I wanted to be treated, regardless. And I'm just saying, do the best that you can do when it comes to customer service. I know everybody may not be able to do that depending on the position they may hold, but do a follow-up if you can. Do a follow-up if you can and help that person, because you never know, the person that you help may be the person that may help you somewhere down the line, because karma, it's funny. It's really funny, because you never know. You figure I'm not going to see that person again, or whatever the case may be, but you never know. You may be experiencing something and going through something, and you need help, and you reach out, and you never know, that same person that you assisted may be assisting you this time. But that's just my opinion, okay? Look out for one another. Take care. We got to do better than what we're doing. And, we got to love. There's so much hatred going on. We got to love one another. We got to help take care of one another. And we're not doing it. But we got to start doing it, And look at everything that's going on around you. I'm going to look at Tallahassee, and I'm going to say this about Tallahassee. Now, most of the hurricanes they will experience, down in Florida, usually will stay along the bottom. But isn't it interesting how that hurricanes turned, okay, and hit dry land, you learn a lot about hurricanes, and, people were preparing, in Tallahassee, bagging sand and stuff like that, and but they were very fortunate, because the way the hurricane turned off and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, in Tallahassee normally don't get the hurricanes, but I guess maybe this hurricane might have been mad at somebody and said, let's go up this way this time, But I'm just trying to be funny at this point, saying that. But you never know. You never know. So if you're in the field of providing good customer service and you've been doing, I want to applaud you and continue to do that. Continue to do it. So that's all I have to say to you today about customer service. And tell your loved ones that you love them, because as we see each and every day, tomorrow is not promised to anyone. And to the people out there who still fortunate to have their grandparents around, start talking to them. Get a tape recorder. Start writing down. Start talking to them about their history. We got a lot of history out there that's not being recorded. Just ask them, how was it back in the day, Grandma, when you came up and stuff like that. They may have a lot of good, interesting stories. So start recording that, because a lot of history is not being recorded. And you may have a lot of history living right there in your household. Or you go see Grandpa or Grandma, Just start talking to them and start writing this stuff down. Or either get a tape recorder and record it. About, Grandma, what was it like when you grew up and stuff like that? You never know. You could have a gold mine sitting there, with Grandma. Well, child, I didn't tell you about this, but back in the day, I remember so-and-so and so-and-so. So start doing that. Start recording the history of your grandparents. If you're fortunate enough to still have grandparents that are still around, especially older grandparents too. So I'm going to leave that with you, and always keep in mind, pay attention, stay focused, be aware of your environment at all times, and just help one another, you know. Let's help one another and be nice to, you know, everybody. Let's stop being mean to one another, because a lot of you all are mean, you know. Got a neighbor next door living to you, you don't even speak to the person. Stop doing that, because trust me, it's gonna come a time where you may need someone to assist and help you, okay? And that next door neighbor may be the person who can do that for you. So that's just my opinion on that. So I want everybody to enjoy the rest of their day. Tell your mother, father, grandparents, if they still around, that you love them. Okay, make sure you do that. And take care until the next time. Bye.
Hi, my name is Genesis Harper, and when I go to Chicago, I watch my grandma Sharon on Taking It to the Street TV show.
Hi, I'm Genesis Harper, and when I go to Chicago, I like to watch my grandma Sharon on Taking It to the Streets TV show, and you should too.
We've seen